Welcome to Doomsday T on DC this week, and I'm going to start off with Joker news in the DC Extended Universe. Reason why is because I forgot it last week, and it's basically up for the Golden Lion Award, and that's at the Venice Film Festival. It's getting, like I said, it's getting some recognition. Joaquin Phoenix did come out this week and say that he learned the Joker laugh from a disorder where people will laugh uncontrollably. Thought that was really cool, really interesting. I guess the Joker's just getting closer and closer, guys and gals. I mean, uh, gosh, what, a month and a half away from Joker, and I expect good things from that in the DC Extended Universe, or it's an Elseworld, but I mean, to me, it's still in the DC Extended Universe, like in the multiverse of it, I guess. You know what I mean? So another thing, Birds of Prey having reshoots. The guy that did the John Wick fighting, choreographed the John Wick fights, is going back in, and there was a few shots they put out today. Looked like maybe I don't know where they were, circus, I don't know, they were somewhere crazy, and there was a lot of smoke or fog or something, but looked pretty creepy. But Birds of Prey reshoots, nothing wrong with that, and especially if they were disappointed with the action, and they're having the John Wick guy come in and do it. That makes me happy. Um, Another interesting thing. Oh yeah, I did want to mention too that we got Blue Devil there in Swamp Thing, and I hate it's canceled. If you haven't got to check out the guy, the makeup, he looks great. Um, Everything keeps getting better and better, even like on the TV shows. I love that. And sticking with like Titan news, we saw Ravager this week. Picture her beat up like she lost her eye already or whatever. So I guess Wilson, her dad's done that. This is Rose Wilson. So like I said, we saw Rose Wilson slayed, and like I said, we know Deathstroke's on it. Like I said, we got a good picture of her and Superboy. There's been, like I said, Wonder Girl, Superboy, Crypto, all have got pictures of them that look wonderful. And the only other news coming out on that front, which honestly, we're less than a month away from season 2 of Titans, but they're saying that Superman's going to appear in this season, so that's really cool. So I wonder if they're doing, where Superman's going to tell Nightwing, or he's going to tell Dick Grayson about the Nightwing on Krypton, and that's whenever Dick Grayson is going to get the Nightwing suit, right? Got to be, right. Superman's the one that gives him that idea, so that's got to be why we're getting Superman in this season. So looking forward to that. Looking forward to the new season of Titans. Everybody's saying we're getting a real good hero show, and listen, I keep getting news on Stargirl and the Justice Society, and it looks like our socks are going to be blown off by that show too. So that's great. Hopefully this HBO Max thing works out. Hopefully we get a Snyder cut. Maybe we get a Swamp Thing. Maybe we get a Krypton. They've canceled Krypton, which breaks my heart. Breaks my heart. Season 2 is even better than Season 1, and I love Season 1. To me, yes, I guess it's episodal or episodic or whatever, of course it is, but like, because of how everything revolved around Krypton and what was going on, like, it didn't feel that way. Like, eventually Flash and Green Arrow and those shows feel really episodic, This is the conflict, and here's your supervillain, and whatever. And of course, there's still the big story going on, but I love Swamp Thing for that, and I love Krypton for that also. Um, but we'll see. Hopefully, HBO Max can save some of these really good DC shows. Gosh, gosh, it's a tough world out there, and sci-fi is just weird on how they do their shows anyway. But farewell to Krypton, and it's unfortunate. Maybe it can be saved because whenever I first heard, I thought, oh my gosh, we're getting thrown so much superhero stuff. But that show ended up to be really good, and I really enjoyed it. So I am a little heartbroken to to see Krypton go. But another thing that I noticed this week in the DC Extended Universe is there's still this mention of the Green Lantern movie and a Nightwing movie. Those things keep coming up from people that are in the know. Of course, we know Batgirl could be getting fast tracked, and Flash could be getting Flash. Flash could be getting fast tracked. It should, but anyway. And another thing is, I think every script and every director that has been on the Flash movie project has had Cyborg in the script, has had Cyborg in the movie. These people are good friends that started this DC Extended Universe. Miller is a big part of this Flash thing. Warner Brothers loves Miller. So I could see Cyborg being in a Flash movie, and they need to keep him alive. Fisher's a great Cyborg. You've heard me on other episodes praise Ray Fisher. He's the best Cyborg ever. And don't get me wrong, the guy in Doom Patrol, he's awesome. And it fits that show, he fits that show. But Ray Fisher, man, on the big screen as Cyborg is just perfect, man. He's so perfect. And speaking of Ezra Miller this week, he was seen with Momoa in Hawaii, where they're still protesting the telescope on the sacred ground, and it's a shame. And I saw Momoa put out on his YouTube page a thing where he went down there and they were protesting, and the guy was saying, or a girl was saying, like, they'd already built like 13 of those telescopes on there. This is going to be 13, or this is going to be 13 or 14. One, I think this is going to be 14. Maybe, I don't know, whatever. And they kept promising them, no, we're not going to build anymore. And they've built like 13. So, I mean, come on, man. Quit running over people. Tear one down then or something and build another one. Don't keep doing that to those people. It's a shame. I do hate to see that. But Momoa got arrested. It's publicity stunt. He's fine. But there was pictures of that, and Ezra was down there to help support him. So like I said, all these people are good friends. So, look for Cyborg in the Flash movie. I mean, looking forward to that, I am. 2 casting rumors came out this week. One being Marlon Wayans wants to be Plastic Man. I've got no problem with that. Bring it on, man. He's a funny guy. Plastic Man's a funny guy. I could see Wayans knocking it out of the park. And changing race on Plastic Man, to me, means nothing. Let Marlon, Wayans, let him have that job. I'd like to see a Plastic Man movie anyway. I think it could be really funny and really good. And he'd be pretty good for the part. I think he'd be perfect for the part, especially if you're going to change races. He'd be great. The other one was that David Tennant was saying that maybe he was wanting to be Riddler, or maybe he was, I don't know, I can't remember now what the deal was. Was Reeves talking to him, or did he bring it up? Somebody else brought it up. I don't know. There's some rumors, some Riddler rumors going around, because we know we are getting him in the Reeves movie. So, I love that. I can't wait. We're getting a lot of Bat Universe stuff coming up, and they're going to create Gotham in the Bat Universe, and then with Supergirl, we're getting Krypton in the Superman universe. So that's what's happening. Just a little friendly reminder. I know I say it every week, so sorry. One of the only other things that I really want to cover this week is James Gunn had a picture out this week, and it was this big Scrabble board, and he had, did it say King SH, and then the A crossed, and I don't think it had anything else like arcade, like King Shark. But it had that, and when it crossed the A in Harley on his Scrabble board, so you had basically King Shark and Harley Quinn on his Scrabble board, and him talking about the Suicide Squad movie. So that right there tells us what we want to know about King Shark. We got to have King Shark. I would be disappointed not to get him in this Suicide Squad movie, especially with James Gunn directing. I'd be very disappointed. And I'm hoping Rucker, whatever his name is. I hope he's King Shark. We'll see. Could be John Cena. Could be Batista. Who knows? Gunn's got so many people that love him. So I can't wait. All those are great choices. So, and of course we know Harley. We're gonna get Margot Robbie, and she's, like I said, she's one of those. She's a constant. She owns that part, and I'm glad that she does. So, and I want to, in comic book corner this week, I wanted to say that I did finish the New Gods book, and last time I talked about Steppenwolf being dead early on, and eventually Darkseid takes out Desaad in that book, and then he brings him back. He takes his particles that were still in the air, and he hits them with a ray or whatever, and it brings him back. And anyway, Calibac, Desaad, Steppenwolf, and Mantis, I believe, all are reincarnated or they come back. And at first, they're not quite their self. They're just kind of a shell of their self. But eventually, they return to their self or whatever. But anyway, with the New Gods coming out, and I'm going to have to. I haven't read Tom King's Mr. Miracle. I've not read his kind of redo of that universe or whatever. I really don't know what it's. I'm going to have to get that, and maybe that should be my next read. But go back and read the New Gods. I've said it before. We've covered it already. Like I said, I did finish it up, and those people are there. His family's there, and of course, Granny Goodness, Fatal Furies, and all that stuff, all there. So read that book. Get the big. It's a big bound copy. I've got it right here where I've been reading it. Oh shoot! Drop it. Big thick book. This one. Pick that up. That's the one you want. Great history. For the New Gods, and that explained. So, and in T's Toys, I've got a couple things, but I'm going to pull this out. Since we're speaking of the New Gods, I've got an old dead shot I was going to show you, and I've got some other things in Doomsday, but check out this bad boy. This is a new multiverse, Orion. Now, as much as I love this figure, everything about it, of course the harness comes off, Astro Force harness here. His mask actually lifts off. Not off, but up. See his face. You can see Orion's face there. Or you can pull his little goggles down, and he's got his helmet ready to roll, and he's gonna shoot your butt right there. Anyway, but the flaw, and they don't expect people like me. They don't expect people to take these things out of the packaging and play with them and display them and put them up. And I do. I've got very few things in the package. Everything at 99.9%, everything I get, it's out. But open this thing up, and I go to put his left hand here onto the handlebar of the Astro harness, and it breaks. And I've had Kiss figures a long time ago. They were all broken to crap. And some of those Mega figures you get, I'll have to pull the arm back through the strings, the hooks, the bands or whatever. I'll have to rehook all of that. I've had to do that on a Blue Falcon figure, and on not Black Lightning, but Black Vulcan. Same thing to me. I mean, right? Anyway, had to do that on both of those figures, which is upsetting. But I mean, I had the Gorilla Glue daggone Orion's left hand on here. So companies, come on, don't do that. And it's right hand. You can tell. I mean, it'd be easy to break any kind of pressure it would break. But I know you think that people are going to leave these in the boxes and they're going to just display them that way or whatever. Not everybody does that. People do get these out of the box. So there's my rant on that. But this is the best Orion figure they've ever put out. There's no doubt in my mind about it. If you want the top of the line Orion figure, it's this. It's this one. I mean, there's just no doubt about it. I mean, ain't no doubt about it. Excuse me. But that'll do it this week for Doomsday T on DC. And this was episode 22. I think that puts us over the half a year mark on it. So I'm glad to be consistent, and I love talking this every week. And you always wonder, am I going to have enough to say? And of course, I always do. Like I said, I can talk on hours, upon hours on this. And I've redid a new logo for the intro, and I guess I'll premiere that pretty soon. And some new music's not quite as long as my intro now. It'll be really short. So I really just need to work on the music. I've got the logo, I guess, down. It's funny. But be good at it, y'all. And like, share, and subscribe, and comment if you want. And comment down there if you want me to talk about The Boys on Amazon. Give you my opinion on that. Let me know if you want me to cover that, because I'll do it. I've watched all 8 episodes, and I'll tell you my review on it if you want me to. But thanks for watching Doomsday T on DC, and we're signing off. We'll see you next week. See ya.